All right, y'all, welcome back to another one. We got the most powerful Backrooms entity. Now, I know there's a lot of entities, but which one is the most powerful? You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about, like, this is undeniably the strongest one. You can't mess with it. There's nothing you can do. So I guess we're about to find out. So let's get straight into the video, man.
Woke up till they had to break his spine, yeah. Check that boy, he had a line, yeah. Can't have a back when she mine, yeah. I might just
And welcome back to the Broogly channel. I'm Broogly, and in this video, I'm going to be bringing you part 2 of the Friendly Backrooms Creatures series. Now, part 1 will be down below in the description if you want to go check it out. It's still blowing up, low-key. And a ton of you have been asking for the second part, so here we go. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy hearing about some more Backrooms creatures that do not want to rip your head off. Let's get it. Also, did you guys see the brand new channel icon and banner? I mean,
they're fire,
wow.
Can't lie.
Huge thank you to Karen Starr from over on the Discord server for drawing it. I mean, it looks awesome, bro. Let me know what you think down below. All right, let's get into it.
The Red Knight.
So first up for the video, I want to talk about an enigmatic entity called the Red Knight, which I believe is the first enigmatic entity that I'm going over on the channel? Maybe? This entity can be seen all over the Backrooms, and I'll explain what that means in a second. The Red Knight has been seen by a lot of people, and is actually pretty legendary in the lore and stories about the Backrooms. Now, the entity looks like a knight and is wearing armor that looks like it's from somewhere around the 16th century. He has a big broadsword that he wears on his shoulder and a shield that he carries in his other hand. He also has a cape, which is always cool, and it's a red cape with gold trim. His armor and weaponry are in good condition for the most part, but some of the pieces have dents in them, especially on his chest plate, and his cape is a tad bit torn on the very end. Other than that, he's vibing. The Red Knight is known far and wide throughout the Backrooms as a famed entity slayer, with inhuman strength, speed, and agility. And it's said that he can cut any monster in half with one single swipe from his sword. Pretty Sigma.
Well, bro, I would just stick with this guy if I ever see him. Make me your apprentice. What do you mean?
You ask me. But the good news is for us normal people, the Red Knight, quote, doesn't try to eat your face the moment he sees you. And he always somehow appears to people when they first no-clip into the Backrooms and run into their first really dangerous situation.
Okay.
But he really tends to only do this to people who are fairly new. So if you've been in the Backrooms for a couple years, he's probably not going to help you unless you really, really need it. The Knight barely talks to people, but when he does, it's mainly right after he just saved them, and he's instructing them on what to do or how to get to the next safe space where there's humans. After he explains this stuff to you, he will then grab out his sword and cut open the space-time continuum itself.
You telling me nobody has ever tried to, like, be like, yo, can you please make me your apprentice? I'll do anything that you say. Come on now, bro. Y'all not thinking.
Just in the air, and it will form a portal to a level that's safe. Could it be any cooler? Like a knight opening a portal with a sword. Wow. The Red Knight is listed as a superhuman in its description because of how strong he is, and he's been seen fighting creatures way bigger or way more powerful, or he's been outnumbered and he still wins. He can get injured though, because he's been seen limping away from fights with broken bones, but he's never actually lost a fight with anything, so he might be invincible. We don't know. Either way, a Red Knight with a cape and a magic sword that can open portals. Must I say anything else? And the fact that he tries to help as many people as he possibly can makes it even better.
King Rasputin Bartholomew.
Next up is an entity called King Rasputin Bartholomew III. Yes, that is his name, and yes, he looks like that. Rasputin is listed as Entity 84 and looks like a huge Chow Chow dog that's really hairy, and wanderers over a ton of different levels have claimed to see him. Now, this entity isn't just your normal dog, because his fur has a bunch of weird anomalies that happen with it, and it's not just normal dog fur. Specifically, weird things happen if you touch it. For example, one person touched his fur and fell into level 241 through the ceiling. So, the dog has a red collar that somehow doesn't no-clip into it like every other object does that touches it. Instead, it just stays there and it has on the front his name, Rasputin Bartholomew III, and then on the other side, it says, quote, "If lost, return to the 7th dialect of the March of the Atrodium, the killer of Jungham," which no one knows what that means or why it's there. It's weird. I don't know why it'd be on a collar, but it's there. The good news is that he's friendly, and he acts very similarly to dogs from real life. He'll follow you around if he wants to, and he seems impervious to other entities because none of them even try to attack him. In fact, they all run away. And there's even been a Meg report that he's barked and growled to scare away some entities, thereby saving a person that he had bonded with. So if you form a bond with him, then he'll protect you. It's presumed that entities are just afraid to attack him for some reason because he's not that big, but they all run away. His biology is interesting because, like I said, he's a breed called Chow Chow, and apparently he's around 4 years old. But his hair is the weirdest thing about him, because Meg cut off 5 inches of it, and it all grew back within an hour. He also doesn't eat food or drink water on his own, but he'll eat something if you give it to him. And if you pet him, you'll see that the fur doesn't actually connect to a body. Like, you won't be able to feel a solid body. It just feels like floating fur. And if you reach a few feet into the fur, then you'll be sucked into and dropped into level 241. So King Rasputin Bartholomew III is an invincible dog with magic fur that can teleport you to level 241 just by petting him. And he's protective over people that are nice to him. Pretty cool.
The musician.
Now, the last friendly entity for this video is the musician entity, or entity 137. This thing mainly lives on level 114, but has been seen on a bunch of other levels as well. It looks like a tall, skinny creature that is wearing a pinstripe suit and a big top hat, and you'll know he's close to you when you hear music playing, and this music actually has some cool properties. Like if he walks through a dangerous area with dangerous entities, the music itself will make those entities passive when they're in his presence. He also has the ability to no-clip anywhere he wants to, and can go to any level at all. And as far as his behavior, he's actually friendly, and he's very helpful to wanderers that he meets, and he offers almond water to everyone he meets, so it's pretty wholesome. He's very good at social skills, and he likes to talk and walk with wanderers, and he likes to converse about anything, but especially music. Except for some reason, he hates Entity 138,
which is?
So like, don't bring that up. No one knows why. He's also aware that how he looks might scare some wanderers, so if he notices that it scares someone, he apologizes and walks away. If for some reason he gets attacked, then that music that he emits from earlier will go from being quiet to extremely loud and will burst the eardrums of anything nearby. And if he doesn't do that attack, then apparently both of his hands will transform into massive claw hooks to attack his enemy in a more physical way. Also, if he makes a mess of an entity that he attacks, he openly complains about ruining his suit, which I find hilarious, by the way. He's anywhere from 6'5" to 6'10", and is really skinny, and he's seemingly impervious to any fatal attack from entities. That's pretty neat.
That's crazy.
So yeah, those are 3 friendly Backrooms creatures. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching till the end. I appreciate it as always.
I appreciate you for making these videos. What is these? Toogly, all that. Make sure I go check out all his other channels. And yeah, bro, this is a really good video. That night is really crazy. Like, I'll really become the apprentice. Because I'm already formulating a theory in my head. What if that is not the same knight? What if the armor and the weapon and the shield makes the knight and not the actual the thing inside? I don't know that just me though. We don't know. We don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want me to check out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bro, peace out.